One can never know whether a dream is genuinely recurring or not, as the dream itself may smuggle in with it the sensation of recurrence. Alp. Traum, Sci.D. Mike Esther went to see Dr. Traum on a pleasantly overcast Wednesday afternoon. He pulled his puttering hatchback into an otherwise empty row of parking spots, stopped and stared at the office building, his hand still gripping the wheel at 10 and 2 while the car idled. He shifted the car into park and rested his forehead on the steering wheel, feeling the rumble of the engine rattle through his skull. What the hell am I doing here? I don't believe in this hippy-dippy crap. He heard his sister's words echo through his head, you can't say whether it's BS or not, until you give it a chance. There was no getting around it, it was clear she was clean. They'd all seemed to have written her off, he knew he had. And here she was, beautiful and vibrant and free of her shackles. Why am I pushing back? He thought. You know what? I'll do it. He took the card and smiled, warmly, happy to have his sister back in his life. If it could help her quit heroin, then why couldn't it help him quit smoking? Although he might have heard somewhere that smoking was harder to kick. Mike sat in a chair, unconsciously massaging the arms of the chair in a secondarily unconscious attempt to prevent himself from balling his fists, a nervous tic that he had recently become aware of. He rubbed his hands together and glanced around the room when the door opened. Dr. Traum was a tiny, round man. He shuffled in and turned, stiffly, to close the door behind him. Hello, he greeted Mike with an Austrian lilt. He raised a hand in a labored wave and wheezed as he made his way to his seat. He flashed Mike a small smile and groaned as he fell into his chair. He opened a notebook and set it on the table next to him. Okay, he looked Mike over, you're Mary's brother. Marlene, Mike corrected, calmly, unsurprised by this charlatan's sloppy research. Yes. The doctor pulled a wooden box from the shadows, opened it, and frowned down at its contents. He looked up at Mike. Smoking? Smoking, Mike parroted, automatically and hung his head and chuckled. Nailed it. Okay. The doctor rifled through the contents of the box. Faint flashes of iridescent light seemed to glint across the doctor's glasses as he searched. Mike watched him with amusement, realizing that at the very least he was in for an entertaining grift. Smoking. Dr. Traum repeated as he held up a match. Mike nodded. Traum thumbed the match. It scuffed and flared into a colorful bloom. Watch the flame, his double S pronounced as V's. Mike's polite smile melted, the flame reflecting in his eye as he followed it from side to side. First as it danced and still as it faded into a single point of light, red and white, and some darker color. An ember burning in space, floating back and forth, back and forth. Mike looked at his